The legal marketplace is traditionally complex and high cost. So in a changing legal marketplace, we need to do something to recognise those who are innovating and doing something a little bit different. And ALPMA so created the Thought Leadership Awards to recognise law firms who are doing something a little bit different, and in the hope that we would inspire others to perhaps take a more strategic approach to innovation and the way they're doing things. Innovation is important for law firms because I think that law firms need to adapt to a changing legal environment, or they are at risk of losing their place in the market. Clients are demanding different things. Clients are demanding that law firms look at different ways to price, to cost their services and to provide those services. Law firms need to be agile, they need to adapt to the changing demands of the client. And if they don't adapt, again, they'll be at risk of being left behind.
So the project we've nominated for from the Maddocks Melbourne Employment Safety and People team is a project to improve the way we work flexibly amongst our lawyers and our secretaries. We know that working flexibly is the new normal, but it brings with it challenges as well as enormous opportunities. So we've taken the time to introduce a range of new procedures to both ensure that people who work flexibly get exposure to excellent work, get to do really good work in the time they're at work, and when they're not at work, we make sure that we don't hassle them unnecessarily and they get to enjoy or to do whatever they're doing when they're not in the office. The benefit of that is we've got a really great, engaged, fantastic team of people. When they're at work, they work really hard, and our clients have noticed because we collaborate more on files, and they know that whoever they pick up the phone to and speak in the office or out of the office, someone is always able to give them really great, fantastic, prompt, efficient advice. So the issues that we sought to address was recognising that with an increased group of people who work flexibly, working flexibly is the new normal. We as employment lawyers work in an environment where we have to give novel and personalised advice. So we have to be accessible, but we have to do that in a way that recognises that not everyone is at work on the same day. So what we sought to do was introduce a way that we could share the work around, recognise that accessibility is important, but recognise that we had to do it in a way that respected the fact that people may not be available at particular times. So the project addressed our challenge because we know we have a number of people working flexibly. We now have about half of our 28 members of our team working flexibly, and that's both men and women. We have fantastic retention. We haven't lost anyone coming back from parental leave, and we haven't lost any of our lawyers to another law firm for a number of years. So that increased retention rate, the increased engagement reflects in a really profitable team with fantastic client service. We know that our clients understand that we have a flexible working arrangement, and the benefit of that is that they know whoever they call, there's always more than one person on a file who knows what's going on. And they've told us how rare that is and how much they appreciate it. The biggest benefit though of this project has been the effect that it's had on staff. We have people working flexibly who don't have to feel guilty about leaving at a particular time because we've led from the top and they know that it's okay to leave. The people who don't work flexibly are not expected to bear the burden of work. They understand that we've got arrangements in place to make sure that work is shared appropriately. But the really great thing is because we've talked about these issues, we have this fantastic group of engaged, happy lawyers and admins who come to work every day brimming with ideas and understand that they're valued not just for the work that they do and their availability, but for everything they bring to work and what they do outside their work life. We think this project deserves recognition because we think if you're going to lead the way in working flexibly, it's not just enough to say you can work flexibly. You have to make flexible work visible, you have to support the people who work flexibly, and you have to support the people who don't work flexibly. And that involves critically looking at what you do in your team and putting processes in place to improve the quality of work for everyone. We know, because our team have told us, that they're really happy with what we've done, and we've only just started and we want to continue. And we think that's a really important thing for the legal profession to grapple with as we change and working flexibly does become the new normal.
LexisNexis is supporting these awards as our core purpose is to advance the rule of law, and we're committed to do this through our daily operations, through our products and our services, and ultimately helping businesses provide that rule of law to the consumers. Innovation is not just about technology, it's looking at how things can be done differently. It's looking at how you can remove efficiencies, looking at processes, how things can be done more effectively, and then can help increase productivity. This can help with customer satisfaction, it can help with revenue growth, and also lead to differentiation of your offering to the market.